Long straight hair in hairbands, a slightly revealing dress and stilettos in hand. Looking into the camera I'm aiming is my childhood friend Yuri Takanashi. We were here shooting a cosplay for an anime series that just came out with a second season.
What do you think?
Yuri looks over at me, looking somewhat nervous, but also very lively. I think to myself that I'm probably the only one outside of her family that gets to see her like this, as I show her the photo I had just taken in the screen on the camera. Looks good. We sift through the photos together, choosing the one that looks just right.
Props to you, pro cameraman to be.
Yuri looks at me happily. It's all because the model and the costumes are good.
It's part of the camera boy's job to bring out the model's talent too.
Camera boy is a term that refers to anyone with a camera. And I, the camera boy for Yuri here, is me, Kanata Yuki. As she has mentioned, my father is a professional cameraman. I do get pointers from my dad, and that has helped me win quite a few awards and such. But I am nowhere near my father's skill level. Well then, I'll try harder to get even better pictures of you, Yuri.
Okay, looking forward to it.
I started taking cosplay pictures of Yuri on the weekends since we started high school. She wanted to change her introverted personality.
Looks like you're having fun.
Yuri's older sister, Akina, had walked in with a smile on her face.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing all this.
It's good shooting practice for me too. According to Yuri, Akina is the one who taught her how to do her makeup. And she's also the one behind all of the cosplay outfits. Akina cosplays at events and comic-cons. And she is actually quite famous in the industry for her accurate and detailed cosplays.
I look forward to taking part in these events with you in cosplay someday.
Akina held Yuri's hand, but Yuri pulled it away.
I can't do it. I can't be seen in front of so many people. There's not much I can do about that though.
Akina really felt that this was a shame she wouldn't take the chance. Then she looked over at me, as if she just had an idea.
Hey Kanata, why don't you do something to help her feel more confident?
I mean, Akina was willing to say anything to get her sister to go to Comic-Con with her.
Hey sis!
I don't know why, but Yuri was protesting with a bright red face. Is there anything I can do? I am trying to help by being a cameraman for Yuri, who wants to change her introverted personality. But I can't think of anything else I can do for her.
I think that there's something only you can do for her.
But Akina says things like this, all with a smirk on her face. And she also added,
I'm counting on you to take care of Yuri.
Alright, we need to decide who's doing what for the cafe we're doing at the school festival. It's already October, and it's less than a month till the school festival. Our class was set to open a maid and host cafe. It feels overdone these days, but this is what got the most votes. The three positions are customer service, behind the scenes, and advertisements. All of us were going to pitch in for the decorating. Alright, we'll take requests. Customer service and advertisement were popular, as we get to dress up as maids and hosts. I didn't really want to do anything to stand out, so I volunteered to work behind the scenes. And that was the same for Yuri. As everyone else was getting excited over what positions they wanted, I was still searching what it was that I could do to help Yuri feel more confident. I was looking through the pamphlet for the school festival for any clothes. And a certain event caught my eye. The costume contest! This is it! All I had left to do was get Yuri's approval, and I read through the requirements. Hey, there's a small event during the school festival where you can wear your cosplay out. Will you take part in it? I asked her on our way home from school.
I could never. I'll just end up embarrassing myself compared to everyone else.
The costume contest isn't the main event, so not a lot of people will come to watch. And I think it's a great opportunity for her to boost her self-esteem. No way, you always look great, seeing you through the lens. It wasn't just an empty compliment, but it was my honest opinion.
That's because it's in front of you, Kanata. I can only act natural around you.
Yuri said in a voice that was barely audible, so I didn't catch most of what she said. Sorry, I didn't hear you so well.
I won't say it again.
She blushed and looked away. But I want everyone to see you being so lively and happy. Please, will you do it for me? As I said that, I felt a little sense of sadness, thinking that I won't be the only one seeing her like that. But this was for her to be more confident, so I tucked away my selfish feelings. Yuri was torn. She didn't immediately say no, so maybe there is still a chance. Maybe one last push. But I can't think of what to say for that one last push.
If I enter the costume contest, will you do something for me?
I mean, it's only fair, right? I'll accept. Of course, I answered, looking straight into her eyes. Then Yuri looked away and said in a small voice,
Okay, I'll do it.
Yuri agreed to sign up for the costume contest. That's one step forward. So that's how I got Yuri to sign up for the school costume contest. Akina called me about it, and I explained to her as such.
I see. So using cosplay as a vessel to take a step forward.
Akina complimented me on my tactic.
But there's one issue.
Akina said in a low tone. An issue?
What do you think it is?
Is there such a huge problem here? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Well then, I'll tell you. It's that Yuri will be the only one on the stage for the contest.
So, does that mean I have to cosplay along with her? But I'm not particularly good looking, and I don't want to stand next to her and get in her way. But I don't have a nice looking face, I said, and I heard Akina laughing through the phone.
But then what about Yuri?
Yuri's fine since she looks good as is.
So that's how you see her. Well then, that does for you too, Kanata. Come over on the weekend and I'll transform you.
This is me? I looked in the mirror and I saw someone completely different looking back at me.
I did cut some of your bangs that were giving you more of a dull image, but I didn't change much else.
Akina explained as she snipped the scissors a few times next to her face.
Now all you have to do is wear this.
Where did you get this? I had a butler's outfit in my hands.
I borrowed it from the theater club in university. Come to the living room once you have it on.
I changed into the outfit and head into the living room.
You look good. What do you think, Yuri?
After a brief silence,
You look hot.
she said.
Now all I have to do is adjust the height. And it looks alright. Let me measure you just in case.
Akina got my measurements with a tape measure around her neck. By the way, what kind of costume is Yuri going to wear? I am probably going to wear this butler's costume. But I still don't know what Yuri's going to wear.
That's still a secret. But I'll promise you that you two will look perfect together. Right, Yuri? Yeah!
I guess I'll have to wait until the day of the contest.
So I still have something I need you to do before the contest, Kanata.
She said as she handed me a few books. What's this?
I need you to read these and be well versed in the language and gestures of a butler. You'll need it for the day of.
So I had one more homework assignment.
So, does this look okay?
Yuri, in a beautiful ball gown that looks like a royal princess at a party, turned around to show her dress. You look amazing. You did the makeup all on your own too? It felt like Yuri was beaming and shining in confidence. I suppose Akina knows best when it comes to bringing out the best in Yuri. If I'm going to continue being Yuri's cameraman, I had better learn a thing or two from her.
Sis taught me everything there is to know. I mean, you're wearing makeup too, Kanata.
Not as much as Yuri, but I set my hair and even tried makeup for the first time. Akina really helped us out in all of this. So for one day only, I'll be your butler, here at your every command.
Well then, butler, you will listen to my request later?
With pleasure. I decided to get into character. The other contestants had Halloween costumes, or costumes from their class event as a part of their advertising, or cross-dressing. Entry number 15, 10th grade class 1, Yuri Takanashi and Kanata Yuki. The host calls our name. "Milady, let me guide you." I take Yuri's hand and walk out to the middle of the stage. When I looked out into the audience, I was taken aback by Yuri's beauty. I arrived at the middle of the stage and with my left hand on my stomach, right hand behind my back, I took a bow. After that, Yuri followed and took a very ladylike bow that Akina had probably trained her to do.
Wow.
"Who's that girl? She's so pretty."
That guy's really hot too.
The audience's reaction was pretty good. "Do you have anything you would like to say?" The host came up to us and asked. Yuri looks over at me. "Milady, I have no comments." I stayed in character and answered. Yuri nodded and for some reason grabbed the mic.
So you, as my butler, you will listen to my every comment, yes?
I had no idea what Yuri was about to say, but I faced Yuri and bowed down to her. "Anything you wish." The audience gasped. I guess everyone is curious as to what Yuri had to say. Everyone waited for Yuri to speak. Yuri took a deep breath and said in a way that made you think she had made up her mind about something.
Please go out with me.
The audience gasped even more than before. I looked back at Yuri upon hearing this surprise. Her face was serious as ever. The shy Yuri was nowhere to be seen. So this was her request, but my answer was clear. The host points the mic at me. I was already in love with Yuri from a long time ago. I looked back at Yuri once more and said, "If you would so choose me." Hearing this, Yuri must have been quite nervous. She looked relieved at the same time she started to fall over. I rushed to catch her in my arms. The gym was filled with cheers.
Thank you for watching till the end. We are looking forward to your comments. I will be encouraged if you put any kind of comment and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye.